Morning everyone. Hello, welcome to your first live show of the day. It is Wednesday here today, not just at Highlight Crafts, but everywhere. It is Wednesday. So happy Wednesday to you. I know we usually get lots of comments coming through saying happy Monday, happy Friday. Well, happy Friday's not quite here yet, but happy Wednesday. It's wonderful to have your company this morning. I have got with me this morning on cameras the lovely Sean. Good morning to you, Sean. There we are, there's Sean's hand. And we also have Amber producing and directing the show this morning. Hello, that was a big shout out, an enthusiastic hello there from Amber. Still a little bit asleep, but it's wonderful to see all of your names popping up already in the comments. Good morning to you, Maureen. Janet, we've got Pauline as well. Says, morning all, happy Wednesday. Looking forward to this as my little craft group will be doing baubles next. Oh, very exciting. You must have seen the video last night, Pauline. Yes, did some fun with me baubles. Barbara as well, good morning to you. So in Renault Patchwork Guy says, good morning to all Highlight Crafters. Good morning to you, Alan, as well. Good morning, Wendy. It's great to see you. Doreen, too. Let us know that you're in the comments. Get a shout out, you know. This is how it all works. But yeah, today we've got a wonderful day lined up for you. Kicking off the day with a show filled with some pigment powders. We've got different decanting spritz bottles. We have, and I've never had a show with these before. I think Stephanie had a preview with them. We've got a fabulous selection of brushes on the show, and these are just gorgeous. Cannot wait to share those with you. They're a dream. I've actually been using them in some of my projects now for the past couple of weeks. You may have seen me with them, thinking, where can I get those? Well, now they're on the show, so I'm really looking forward to giving you lots of insight and inspiration on how to get the best out of your brushes. And we do have the Bauble kit, as Pauline mentioned. Got baubles on the show. Yesterday I said to Katie, I went, got a show tomorrow with Pigment and Mica's. Can I do some jazzy baubles? And she was like, yeah. And I said, well, if we bring the Bauble kit on, can we do a really good deal? She went, I could do you half price. So we've got half price baubles, and it's the last of the stock. When it's gone, it's gone. And I think we're already down to, well, there's less than 20 of them, I believe. So there's not going to be a lot left, all right? And already, you've just been chatting that you've been shopping ahead this morning. So it's already busy today as well. The show after this, I'm going to be joining Mel because we've got Rose Garden on its lowest ever price. It's down to £24.99 from over £85. It's bonkers. So I'm getting the opportunity to demo with that for the first time. And after that, we've got another show. And after that, we've got another show. And after that, we've got another show. But I can't remember what the shows are. But we do have shows. So please stay with us for the shows. And we're going to have lots of fun, and we're going to share with you loads of inspiration. It's going to be great. It's a wonderful day lined up and in store for you. Oh, Tim's got in touch, says, and good morning to you, Tim. Carrying on Christmas card making whilst listening to the amazing craft company. Oh, thank you very much, Tim. I'd love to see some of your Christmas cards. I love the idea of crafting for Christmas. Do you have your Christmas music on while you're crafting? I don't know. Me and Laura in the office yesterday were discussing whether Heart Christmas was a do or don't. I don't know. I have already had a mulled wine, so I guess it kind of is acceptable. Hey, do you know, Ethan that works here in the warehouse, you see him every now and again on cameras. I dropped him off at home last night, and his next door neighbour, their house is full of Christmas lights all over the front garden. I couldn't believe it. I definitely knew where to stop. Yeah, let me know. Are you crafting for Christmas and are you getting festive at the same time? Oh, Sandra says, morning all, no sound on the website. Oh, there should be. If not, you just have a little look, have a refresh, double check your volume. But I think we should be all set to go. It seems fine on our end. Right, everybody, I'm going to get into it and share with you how to shop before, of course, we do some demos and inspiration because there's lots to let you know about. We have for you today a wonderful variety of shows as we do every single day, and during those hours not only can you watch but you can also shop with us. So if you're joining us live on Instagram or Facebook, there are two live social media platforms where you can shop with us, have fun, get inspired and watch all of the demos and what goes wrong, what goes right, how we put things right when they've gone wrong, all that sort of stuff. Or if you want to see Stephanie's craft table collapse into the floor and a cup of tea going down the road, then these are the shows you want to watch. But to see and get these items home to your front door, there's a few steps you need to follow to make that happen. Well, during the show, whilst ever we are talking or demonstrating the particular items, the details of those items will be displayed on your screen, whether you're watching us on Facebook or the website, now, or YouTube for that matter. Now, all you need to do to get these home is in the comments section, type the shop code. So for example, shop and then bottle. You see that one on your screen right now. If you type that into your comments, automatically it adds it into your basket. It's very, very clever. And we introduce this at the start of every show, almost as if it's new for us every single time, because we still find it incredible how it works. But also, we do get new customers joining us every day. So as soon as you type the word shop with a space followed by bottle, automatically that item will be added into your basket. Upon doing so, you will then receive a direct message from us here at Highlight Crafts that'll pop up in your inbox where you would usually message family and friends. If from Highlight, it will also have a reservation and a link inside there for you. All that you need to do is click on the link that we've sent you in that message. As soon as you click on that link, it will redirect you to the Highlight Crafts website. So it's really quick and simple. You don't have to find it. It does it all for you. And as soon as you actually land at the website, you will then see your basket filled with all of the items that you've shopped ahead for during that show. Now, just before you check out that order, there's a few things that you want to do before you actually press that button. One of them is definitely have a browse of the website, see if there's anything else that takes your fancy that you think you might want to go for today. There's lots on there to have a look at. Also, along with that, please make sure to log into your Highlight Crafts account. It's super important that you do so. A few reasons as to why. Now, the main one is that you're going to get discounts every single time you check out being a Highlight Crafts Club member. So when you go and press that checkout button and log in first, all the prices will come down for you, which we love. Also, as well, you are going to get free postage when you spend £35 and over, when, of course, you're checking out as a club member. And as well, you are going to build up points along the way. Now, those points turn into pounds. You can use those off spends. You can use those off bigger purchases, wherever you want to build them up. I would suggest save a few up and then every now and again go, oh, instead of that being 20 quid, I'll pay a fiver. So it's a nice little treat for you, isn't it? You get loads of other benefits as well that are all free. The club is free, no payment, none of that. Just sign up, put your age there as well. Not that when I was 8, it means you get a birthday present. I know, even better. Right, so on with the show. Bridget Shepherd, good morning all. Good morning to you, Bridget. Elizabeth Turner says, good morning, everyone. Good morning, Elizabeth. We've got as well Veronica, good morning from Grimsby. Good morning, Veronica in Grimsby. Jackie Reed as well says good morning and all. Good morning to you, Jackie. Davina, also got Sandra Little back on now. Brilliant, Sandra, I'm glad to hear that you can hear us. Christine Rogers as well, good morning to you, Christine. Thank you so much for taking part and getting involved. Talking of taking part, I can see that you're already shopping during this hour, so I better get started and share with you the details of what we have coming up. Now, we're going to start at the top. It's always a good place to start, right? These are your mica powders, but they're actually pigment ones, okay? Now, what we've got here for you is a set of glow-in-the-dark powders. This is unreal. Amber, sorry, the television's frozen at the moment. I don't know if it will unfreeze. Let's have a little look. We're going to get that sorted for you. So the first one we're going to share with you is the top one here. This is Shop Ember, okay? Now, these are glow-in-the-dark powders, so they do exactly that. Now, the lights have only been on for around about half an hour in here. Can we check to see if they will show? Because they do look absolutely brilliant. Shop Ember, it's $16.99 for these. Let's have a little look. Oh, look at that. Look at it, you can see it glowing. Aren't they amazing? That literally looks unbelievable. Now, if you mix these with Aquastone and glaze them onto surfaces, you then get a neon glow-in-the-dark glaze. So think about things out in the garden. But these bottles are actually illuminated here in the studio. That there is Shop Ember for you. It's $16.99. The next one we have underneath there for you, that one there is Shop Aurora. And then I'm going to show you the Aurora one. Oh, it's all right, I've got it. Yeah, so Shop Aurora. And then look at this. Look at the blues and the purples in here. That colour looks unreal. You've got to give it a go, though. These sell out all the time. We always manage to get them back in eventually for you. Well, I say always. We always try to. But yeah, you've got to go for these ones. I absolutely love the effect. Thank you so much, Amber. The lights are now back on. Oh, it's super bright. Super, super bright. $16.99 for those. They're down from $24.99. You've got a deal today. You've got an absolute deal and a steal. You're going to see that pretty much a theme running throughout the day. November is the month of deals. Of course, we are approaching Black Friday and Cyber Monday. So we've got deals for you in the run-up to, of course, that fabulous event. But this is where it's starting on today's show. Already busy for those ones. Mix them with your Aquastone, paint them onto baubles, paint them onto planters. Maybe you're going to mix them with your resin and do coasters out in the garden. Maybe you're going to actually mix them into canvases, acrylic pours, and you could have a glow-in-the-dark acrylic pour. How cool would that look? Mix it in with loads of different mediums, have fun with it, but also enjoy the process. You get an awful lot. It goes a very long way, may I mention. Right, okay. From the glow-in-the-darks, we're going to move on now to our neons, okay? The neon powders down here are absolutely brilliant. The price is even better. They are down to $10.99 from $14.99. This is Shop Electric. There we go. You've got your purple, your blue, your lime green, you got this fabulous lime yellow colour like a lemon, and then we also have the bright white. Now these are neon pigment powders, incredibly bright and beautiful. I'm going to go and grab something I'm going to show you how to do during the hour, and this is how to do an effect I saw actually in the garden centre on baubles, and these baubles were like £8 each, and I thought I want to try and do some on a show for you, so I used these powders to create this effect. And I love these to bits. I think they're super opulent, very glamorous, and also a little bit different for Christmas, but really great for making and selling, and they're glass baubles. And I used these sets of neons to do this, and I'm going to show you how I did it during the show. But I'm really chuffed with how they turned out. They look fabulous. They look like the sort of fused glass with bright pigments in them. So a pigment powder, you can use these in resin, use them in your aquastones, use them in different mediums to actually colorize them and tint them, or you can just mix it with water and paint with it if you want to. So we've got there for you the top set there, Shop Electric. The next one we're going to go to down here is this fabulous fiery set. This is your Heatwave. Shop Heatwave for this one. It's £10.99, £10.99 to get yourself all of those 5 pots. I just mentioned to you that these baubles are like £5 to £8 in a shop. You're buying a full set of mica powders there for £10.99, and you're going to get your club discount off that as well. Please don't forget that club discount. It's really important. Right, okie dokie, let's have a look at some comments just before we move on. Good morning to you, Pam, getting in touch. Hope you're well, Pam. It's great to see you. Darren Hunter as well says good morning all. Sharon Edwards, good morning to you, Sharon. Julie Stringer, good morning to you as well from Arundel, West Sussex. Hey everyone, pop where you're from. I love that. Last time we did that, everyone was just in the comments firing through saying where they were from, which I thought was wonderful. Victoria Fox says good morning from a wet and windy Dorset. Weather's not too great here today. Bit damp, bit cool. Last night was really cold. I actually put the heating on to come on this morning. It was so cozy. I was like a little bug wrapped up, snug as a bug in a rug. It was nice. But yeah, let me know that you're there. And yeah, let us know where you're from. If you're on holiday as well, make us all jealous. Why not? Right, everybody. I'm going to share with you now a selection of brushes that we have out on this show. They're in the packets here. These are from Royal and Lanical. Now they actually come as a duo pack for you. You're going to get both of these. Now you are inside here going to get the chiseled edge ones, the chamfered edge, and you're also going to get your rounded ones. They are a dream to craft with. I use these all the time with my hybrids because they're silky, they're smooth. They also have the rubber grip on them as well. You're going to get a pack of 7 of your angled ones. They're an acrylic watercolour brush, but you can use them for a variety of mediums. You do also as well inside here have 9 of this particular collection. It goes really down to the finest tipped brushes in here as well. They are brilliant. When you start crafting with these, whether you can use them for your decoupage glazes, all that sort of stuff, you'll realise the quality with Royal and Lanical as soon as you start crafting with a singular brush stroke, and you get that relief, you get that realisation that what you're working with is guiding you in your project. That's where you get satisfaction and enjoyment. So with this brush selection, Shop Brush, you can see the details on your screen as well. The price of this should be, oh my goodness, it should be, I was reading to $22.98 and I thought a bit more than that. $32.98 is what they should have been. They're down to $19.99. Got almost a £13 saving there, and you're going to get your club discount off that as well. That is a brilliant price for you there today, okay? Shop Brush, $19.99, just the $19.99 for that one, just the 3 nines. Right, okay, I'm going to share with you another set of brushes. Now, the reason why we've got a selection of brushes on the show is because we're working with adhesives and glazes to create this effect. We have a large flat brush here, we have a medium, and then we have your small, and then we've got your 2 detailing flat brushes. Now, this collection comes to you for just $19.99. These are fabulous because look how slimline they are. These are also limited stock. We don't have many of these at all available, but they are exquisite to craft with. I've got mine over at demo, so I'm not going to open it fully, but look at that. Look how silky these are. They are a dream to work with. Shop large for this, £19.99. Don't miss out on them. They are limited stock. The quality of these is second to none. I mean, when you start working with them, especially for larger projects, so I typically get these out of the crafty tote when I'm doing furniture, trays, upcycling bigger projects, wanting to add that decoupage on, not with a teeny tiny piddly brush, but get large surface coverage out of it. That's what I use those for. Right, I'm now going to take you to a bundle of Cadence. Now this Cadence bundle is special for many different reasons. Now inside here you're actually going to get a bottle of your extender, a bottle of brush cleaning gel, and that's exactly what it is. It's fabulous for getting all of the paint out of the ferrule and of course the crimped area of your brushes, okay? Also your blending gel. Now blending gel, I was using this the other day to turn the Harmony paints and acrylic paints into blending inks. This is what you need to be able to do that. It's fabulous stuff. What it does is you mix it with the acrylic and it allows the acrylic to go thinner, but it keeps it in a gel form, which is fabulous. It kind of instantly creates this, and it's hard to describe, but when you see it happen, it's just a dream. Use it with your ink blending brushes and it washes the acrylic out of the brushes perfectly, but it allows you to do blends through a stencil that looks like you maybe have used your Tim Holtz things like that, but now you can use your Cadence paints to do it. Also as well, we have got the brush cleaning gel. So again, this is going to break down any existing paint sat with inside the brush and allow it to wash out. We then do also have for you the extender. Now the extender here is used to extend the open time of the paint, and it allows it to travel much further. So mix this with any shade, any colour of acrylic, and then spread it on the surface, whether it's a wooden item, and use your wood grainer with it. But it allows you to mix paints well, but it keeps the paint open for longer. So if you're using it with your wood graining tool, drag that through, it will still be able to move. That's what that's for. So shop medium is £7.97 for that. It should be just over £17. You've got like a £10 save. That's brilliant. Wow, and you're going to get your club discount on that as well. Right, everybody, I'm going to move on. I'm going to go through these quite quickly because we will come back. But I want to show you some inspiration too, and we're going to get to those baubles. Right, brushes. We've got a 12-piece kit here of your metal-handled glue brushes. These are perfect for decoupage. If you're going to be using them for all of your rice paper projects, this is what you want. Shopcraft, £6.49 for those. £6.49 for Royal and Langnickel brushes. You know the quality of Royal and Langnickel now. We've shared with you for quite a few times, and we're seeing more of their product range come into our stock here at Highlight Crafts, which we love to see. So for a set of 12, do not miss out on those ones. What I am going to do is I'm going to come back to quite a few of the items that we've got out here. How do you feel about that, Amber? We can have a look at the baubles and come back. Do you want to do that? Yeah? Right, okay. So I'm going to show you the baubles and the varnishes because this kit is unreal. It's one of my favourite creative kits that we bought to you, not just because it's Christmas, but you get to make your own baubles. Now, this should be $34.99. We've bought it down to $17.99. So you're talking like half price here today, and you're going to get club discount then off that, making it even better. Now in this kit, you get 8 glass round baubles. You're going to get 8 glass baubles, 4 pots of glitter. You're going to get your ribbon to suspend them from, and you're going to get a pot of glue. This is special glue as well. It is very special indeed, and I'll tell you all about that in a few moments' time. But you can see inside here, you've got your variety of your glitters. You can always add more different colours of glitter to this if you wanted to. That's your ribbon there to tie in 3 thread your baubles if you didn't want the string on. But these are all glass. And all you need to do is pop that off and then you can decorate them from the inside. They are brilliant. We're going to go over to demo and talk more about these in just a few minutes. So I won't spend too long here. Right, I do also need to share with you that another key component I'm going to be using is Aquastone varnish. Now the Aquastone varnish, we do have them for $39.99 each on the show. Or you can buy them together. You can get them as a bundle. Now the bundle is £49.99 for both. So you're only paying £10 more to get another one instead of paying another £40. So you've got a £30 saving there by going for the bundle, which is brilliant, okay? You're not just got a £30 saving though, because you also have your club discount. So it's going to be a greater than £30 saving. You've got the matte and the gloss here now. These 2 varnishes are used for 2 very different, well, 2 very similar things, but with different finishes. They're used to encapsulate, seal, and enclose your projects, whether it's rice paper, whether it's painting, anything decorative, and it makes it waterproof, water resistant. It stops moisture from getting inside and peeling off whatever surface it is that you've crafted. Even if you're using a non-waterproof medium, you can seal it with this. You can use them on items such as food display pieces, so it's safe to use for that. And of course, it's washable. It's dishwasher safe and weatherproof too, which is what we love to be able to share. And here, Aquastone Matte and Gloss, you're going to get a litre of varnish there, 2 500ml bottles for $49.99. It should be $79.98 for that. Great saving and great price there for you today. Whilst we've got it on that deal, definitely check it out. Don't miss out. I know loads of you stock up on your Aquastone all the time. So much so, I saw in the comments the other day someone going, I didn't even know you did the big bottles. I always constantly forever buying the smaller one and forgot that you do it in the larger size. Yeah, go for the big one, okay? Let's have a look. Oh, Deborah says, good morning, David. All from Wiltshire. Oh, lovely. Wendy Clearwood says, evening from Cromwell, New Zealand. Wow. Sandra says, I live in Rochester. Oh, wonderful, Sandra. Thank you for sharing. Alison says, good morning, all. Off to work soon. Dull and wet in Paynton, Devon, part of Torbay. Oh, wonderful. Went to Paynton. Was it last year, Alison? Loved it. It was great. Oh, but it's a dull day today, isn't it? Leslie as well, good morning to you. Good morning to yourself. Good morning, Karen, as well. A bit better weather today here on the island, but still a bit windy and cold. Hope better wherever you are. Morning, David and all the team at Highlight Towers. Good morning to you, Karen, as well. Terry as well says, you need some of the brush cleaner, David. Steph used some the other day and cleaned a couple of your grungy brushes. Stephanie, outing me like that. They were brushes with character. That's what they were. They were brushes with years worth of stories and patina inside the bristles. I'll be speaking to Stephanie later about that. Thank you for telling me, Terry. Don't worry, I won't drop you in it. Marvin as well. Good morning, everyone. Bridget says we have weather warnings in Southwest. I'm in Bristol. The walk to work will be fun. Please be careful, Bridget, as well. Oh my goodness. Snowy. Hi from Cosmopolitan Rochdale. Wow, lovely to hear from you all. People from all over the place. Definitely wonderful to know where you're all from. Right, shall we get cracking? Right, with the baubles, the way that the kit was designed, I'm going to show you the purpose of this, okay? And what was designed to be done with it. Because I'm going to use it for something else today, but I want to show you at first glance what the actual creative team put in place. Now, with your bauble, what you do is you've got something called clear special glue, okay? It's a very fluid consistency. And what we're going to do with this is pour it inside the bauble, then pour the remainder of the glue back in the pot so we don't get any waste, and then fill it with glitter. And what that glue does is it creates a sticky coating on the inside of the glass. So what I'm going to do is take the lid off, like this. I'm going to get a piece of paper ready and folded, just in case I do need to catch any of this glitter. Move the rest of my paper to one side. There we go. And I'm going to not chuck it on the floor. There we go. Let's get one of our baubles. So we're going to use a bauble, and we're also going to get a glitter ready too. So we're going to select a colour to work with. Remember, these baubles are down to $17.99. They're down to $17.99 from $34.99. This is the lowest price we've ever seen them at. I feel like we're going to be saying that sentence a few times today. We've got some fabulous offers coming up for you that are just irresistible. There we go. So fill it like that with some of the special glue, okay? And then what you want to do is start rotating it round like this, and you're going to coat it all on the inside of that bauble. Okay, making sure to coat every single section of that, really covering all of it. Put your thumb over it and allow it to go all the way down. You're going to coat the entire thing, okay? Don't miss any section. Can you see now how the bauble has gone completely cloudy, opposed to this one here that is not being used yet? So make sure to keep that glue circulating around just for about a minute or so it really does catch on to all of those areas. You don't want to shake it up too much because then you'll get loads of bubbles inside there. Pour out the excess then inside the pot. And then all we're going to do is take our glitter like this. The glitter's then going to go inside the bauble. Here we are, you ready? And then we shake. Oh, look at that. Oh my goodness. These are brilliant. Give it a really good shake all the way around. and then you get a beautifully glittered Christmas bauble. Look how ruby red that is. We've gone from this to this, and then you've got that immaculate bauble. Now, I've filled it here with that. You could use gilding flake in here. You could use all sorts of different materials inside this, but I do think that is a really special way of decorating. And then as soon as you take the little bauble cap, just pinch it together like this and pop it on, and then you get the cap back on there just like that, and then you've created your very own bauble. But we're going to do something a little bit different, aren't we? We're not going to do just that. We're going to change it up a little bit. I want to show you how I made those super jazzy baubles. Okay, so the process as follows. Let's have a look. In fact, actually, before I do show you, because we've just shown you that, I'm going to go through and show you the rest of the counter, because we're around about 25 minutes into the show, so don't want to be sat here and then all of a sudden realize I've not shown you everything that you can get in your baskets today, because I do want you to give the opportunity to shop those. So let's go and have a little look, and then we'll come straight back. Hope that's okay with everybody. Right, let's go on over. I'm just going to share with you the glassware and a few other items, but we do have this on the show. This is your giant bottle of Cadence Hybrid Acrylic. Okay, it's $23.99 for the 500ml. I use this all the time in shows. You'll see me using it all the time on projects. It's to give you bigger surface coverage. So think about tabletops, furniture pieces, decorative painting with Stephanie. The colour she uses most of is black and white. Stock up on the white. Now, we don't always carry the bigger bottles. We order them in periodically, which means sometimes we'll have about 2 deliveries of them a year. We don't always keep them in stock. We try to, if there's, of course, them available, but we have got them in at the moment. I don't know how many we've got, but I do know that when we do usually get them in, they go pretty quickly. 500 mils of this, though, half a litre of the white hybrid. If there is any of you out there as well that would be wanting colours in the larger bottles, so Cadence do provide all of the colours in a bottle this size, and we could speak to them about making that happen. But if you would like them, let me know, because I will definitely pass on that message, because I would like them. Right, okay, and I need more people to want them too. So we have got here for you the glass bottles bundle. All right, now these are fabulous. They're in an amber glass bottle. Okay, they come with a spritz top too. They're $12.99. Now you're going to get inside here, you can get 12 bottles, and then also you are getting 12 of your spritz caps. Now, if you collect certain room sprays, so there's that particular cleaning brand called Purdy and Fig, which I know lots of people use, and then you make your very own spritzers. You could make pillow sprays. Lots of people these days are buying pillow sprays. We bought a lavender one. It was great. It made me fall to sleep like that. I need to buy some more of that. But you can make your own. And I was thinking, even if you buy the big bottles of it and you could decant it down, wouldn't that be nice in a hamper for Christmas? And you've got 12 different gifts there. Be a great idea, but not just for that, for craft. Mix a little bit of water in here, or a bit of extender with some mica powder. Spritz it on, and then you're making your very own mica mists. That's the beauty of these glass bottles. That's what they're all about, and that's why we've got them here at Highlight Crafts. To get hold of those, it's Shop Amber for those. $12.99. It should be $19.98. You've got a good saving there. On almost everything on the show today, we do have savings, which is very exciting. Right, I'm going to take you through a few more of our items here. We've got a set of the 6 large glass bottles for you. I've got some of these out here with me. These are your large glass bottles to make your big spritzers with. It's Shop Bottle here. Oh, with this one, do you also get the rollers as well? Oh, fabulous. Wow, okay. There's me thinking that was on its own. Okay, everyone. You get here your set of 6 glass bottles with spritzers. You then get a 24 piece here. Is it 24? Let's have a look. 16. I don't know how many is there. Wow, I can't count on top of my head. So you've got here the set 24. It was right. Thank you, Sean. You've got a full set of 24 here of your glass roller balls, which means you've got the little glass bottles, and then you have the roller ball top to go inside it, almost like the mini deodorant ones, or like the eye cream ones that you can get. They sit on top of here, then you can make your own drawing ink with a roller ball, so you've got that capillary reaction. And then you've got the caps for them, and then you get these. These are the funnels, funnily enough, and you get a 4-piece set inside there of your funnels. All of that comes to you. It should be over $41.97. It should be over £41. It's down to $19.99 today for the 6 glass bottles, the 24 glass rollerball applicators, and your full set of 4 funnels as well. That is a fabulous kit there coming to you for $19.99. Right, last but no means least, we've got these on the end of the counter. We've got our big dome shaker cards here, which you can glue together to make your very own baubles, which I think is a wonderful idea. Put them back to back. This is shop dome. Here you're going to get 12 of them. They're 9 centimetres and the depth stands out at just under 4 centimetres as well. So they're great on the top of cards. But yeah, they are brilliant to make. Print a photo, the same diameter, glue them together, ribbon round them, foliage, and then you've got your very own little snow globe baubles. I think these are a fabulous idea. Also as well, down here, that was Shop Dome $9.99. We have got for you Shop Flat. Now these are your flat shakers, okay? Now with these, you fold all of the edges, and you can use your double-sided tape for this as well, and just take the protective film off of them, because that of course will make them fully transparent. This has got protective film on. And these are to make all your shaker cards. So you've got your very own windows pre-scored, ready to go straight into the card, and you put your embellishments inside them. How good is that? You've got inside here rectangles, squares, the L-shaped large rectangles, and you've got 2 size circles as well. You've got 25 in total there. Just want to briefly and gently remind you though of the bauble set. Been busy for this one. It is the last remaining bit of stock that we've got of this, which is why we've got it at half price for you. It's to give you what I'm going to call a Christmas clearance deal in the run up to Christmas. It's shop bauble, it's $17.99. It was $34.99. You're paying nowhere near that. You're also going to get your club discount off that as well. So there's lots to look forward to during this hour, but deals is especially one of them. So go for that kit to get yourself a great special bargain. Right, I'm going to bring you back on over here now. I'm going to have a quick swig of my brew. Don't know whose mug this is this morning, but it suits me, does it, Amber? Thank you very much. Right, okie dokie. So let's get started. So what I'm going to do first is I'm actually going to paint the bauble black. I'm going to use some gesso, and I've got my hairdryer here to hand as well. So I'm going to take from here, let's have a little look. I'm going to go straight in. Oh, I've got my brushes here, what am I doing? I've got my new brushes. Look at these, they're gorgeous. I'm going to use my small rounded tip when you can see how long I've been using this one already. I've got a little bit going on here, but look how much I've used it. You can see I've got a little bit of staining on the handles here, but the brush, the bristles, still splay beautifully. Now that's what I love about these, the fact that I've used it for so many different glues, dishwasher safe glues, waterproof glues, but the bristles are still silky smooth. That is special about this. Now we do have them on the show for $19.99. They're a double pack, but this brush that's in that kit there has to be my favourite. Really, really love those. Also, shop brush, 10% of these has already gone. So busy for these already, 10% of them in baskets. Yeah, they're an absolute favourite. I'm going to use a smaller one here. And I'm going to go into with some gesso. Take the bauble. And what we're going to do is just start to paint directly onto the glassware. Like this, moving around. There we go. And yeah, let me know, have you started doing Christmas decorations this year? Are you making your own decorations? I know our lovely Jane, she's got loads of resin moulds, which I know is no surprise to any of you at home if you know our Jane. But she's just recently got loads more of Christmas ones. And she's making she says her Christmas tree this year is going to be entirely resined. She's having all resin Christmas ornaments on her tree, which I'm very excited for her to do, because I know she's going to absolutely love it. And who knows, she might have a couple spare. Might have a couple baubles off for this year. So that's what we're going to do. But yeah, let me know if you're making any of your own. I absolutely love making Christmas decorations. It's one of my favourite things to craft for, because it is one of my favourite seasons, but also at the same time, you then get to sit and enjoy them every evening. If you're making your own ornamental pieces around for your tree, when you're actually on the tree or wherever it is you're displaying them, maybe you don't have space for a tree, so you have a garland or something, you have some form of twinkly decoration, you get to see them throughout a whole month if you want to, which I think is lovely. You get to appreciate your craft, not just actually doing the craft, you get to enjoy it being around you, which I think is very special. Or you could be making them and selling them, absolutely you could do. So I'm just going to dry brush the next coat on. I'm doing 2 coats of gesso on here because I put the first one on quite thinly. There we are. So back and forth with the bristles. There we go. And then just going to blast. And you can see how quick this gesso dries. I mean, look how shiny it is there. And then look, it will instantly just go matte. Look at that. It's so cool. It's like the best gesso in the world. That is like pure matte black now. It's fabulous stuff. I will never not be addicted to this. It's just now I've got it in my life, I will always have it. And I stockpile gesso, I have to, because I get scared I'm going to run out of it even though I've got half a tub. It's just one of those things, I cannot be without this. And especially when you're working with mica powders, it's a must have. Right, okie dokie, so I'm just going to quickly, oh, we're whistling a little bit there. There we are. Right, brush goes straight in the water. Quickly take any of the excess paint off, rinse it, then use your brush cleaning gel on afterwards. That will eat away any remainder of that paint. Just going to have a look at some of the comments coming through. Oh, Terry Kim says that sounds like a fab idea. Resin decorations would look amazing. They would, wouldn't they? I think they would look wonderful because with resin, it catches the light as well, so you'll get all of the glistening from the fairy lights on the tree. We're going vintage this year. I went vintage last year, but this year I'm going vintage even with my lights. I've got vintage Christmas lights to go on the tree, like proper old school multicoloured ones. I'm so excited. It's going to feel like the 90s again. I said that the other day and someone went, 90s, vintage? Apparently the 90s is classed as vintage now, and I was born in the 90s, so vintage this year. A lot of the decorations of the 1930s, to be honest. Right, everybody, let's have a little look. I'm going to do my Christmas ones today, and I've got the neon, and the glow in it. Oh, fabulous. Sophie saw it on Facebook last year. We did my Grinch ones using it, and it worked really well. Oh, amazing. That sounds great. Oh, autocorrect always gets me as well, Terry, don't worry. Sarah Jane Kennedy, good morning to you as well. Right, let's go on to the next step. So we've got our bauble all gessoed. Now I've got something really fancy here. I've got a bin liner. Very glamorous, I know. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to snip just a little bit off it. Okay, we don't need much. And I'm just using my old scissors for this, which is fine. There we go. Trim it just there. And then I'm going to trim, I'm going to just group it together and trim that bit off. Don't need the whole bin liner because I could probably get around about 10 projects out of this one. I definitely should have shares in bin liners. There we go. Right, got a bit of bin liner there. It doesn't have to be clear. It could be anything. It could be cling film. Right, okay. It definitely doesn't need to be that long. So I'm going to trim it down a little bit further. In fact, actually, we're going to make about 30 baubles from this because I'm like halving it and halving it again. Right, so we now have a piece of plastic, okay? And again, this could be cling film. It could be just any thin material, but it has to be like plasticky. It has to be waterproof. Right, what we're going to do is go in with Aquastone. Right, okay. As I mentioned, I've got the big bottles, but I've got my smaller bottle, and what I do is, because I had started out with my smaller bottles, I just fill up the smaller bottle with the new ones. I've had this actual same bottle now for probably around about 3 or 4 years. The cap on it did break because I dropped it, but I keep refilling it with Aquastone, and I just like to get the most out of my products. I don't like to ever chuck Cadence bottles away even when they're empty. It just feels wrong. So what I'm going to do is pop some Aquastone onto the polythene sheet here. Okay, then I'm just going to put my little tape cap. Also, I use it every day as well, so that's probably part of the reason.
Sarah J said, what does that make me then? I'm a 70s baby, if 90s is vintage.
I thought, do you know what? Who was that, sorry, that said that?
Sarah Jane.
Sarah, you know what? I don't know, my love, because I had no idea I was classed as vintage. I had no idea. It was only until I put it in the comments somewhere of a post, and then someone said, oh, yeah, that's definitely vintage if it's 90s. I don't know what classes something as being vintage. Is it over 20 years old, I think? Like an inanimate object has to be. I don't know what retro is. And then I think antique is 100 years. I'm not quite sure. I don't know. I'm not entirely sure. Right, okay, we're going to go with the ember colours first. Right, these colours are a dream.
At least 20 years, but less than 100 years.
At least 20 years, but less than 100 years is classed as vintage. Hey, Amber, you're vintage. Vintage, you're vintage. And then what's the other one? And it's less than 100 years, but over 20. So basically all my underwear. Right, so what we're going to do now.
True vintage is at least 50 years.
true vintage is at least 50 years. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Well, I don't know if it is or not, really. I have no idea. Right, these pigment powders, oh my gosh, they are so dense. When I say dense, the colour of them, it is a powdered form, and you can see how bright the pigment is inside here. When I say a little goes a long way, that's such a generic saying. These go so far, it's fabulous. You don't need to keep that silver foil on here at all. Sometimes it can cause more problems than it does good because it just springs back. So I'm going to tip a tap, a little bit of mica of those pigment powders, just here and there. And then let's go in with a little bit of the orange. Oh, Pam says, I'm arrived. Good morning, everyone. I'm sure that someone put extra treads in. Let's have a look. Oh, we've got loads of comments coming through now. Oh, my next door neighbour is mad about The Nightmare Before Christmas. Oh, I do like that film. I do love it. Some people watch it at Halloween and some people also watch it at Christmas. It's kind of like a film that does both. And that's why our Amanda loves it too, because it kind of like, it's her two favourite seasons in one. Right, and then we're going to go in now with the red, okay? Let's go with this. Oh, this red is gorgeous. A little bit of red. There we are. So not use much at all. And then what we do is with the aquastone and the pigment powders in here, we fold it in half. And we're then going to start to smooth it all over, like this. And you're mixing that aquastone in there with those powders, okay? Then we're going to open it back up, and you've got this wonderful pattern going on inside here. And then we're going to pop our bauble in upright and bring the sheeting up all the way around it, like this, okay? Make sure to really fold that sheet all the way up. And this is how to get that like cosmic starburst all over that bauble. Crimp it nice and tight, and then we are and massage it into the bauble now. And you push in those micas around with the aquastone, and then we peel it back. Oh my gosh, I love this so much. I'm going to just quickly pop this little stick in there to hold on to it. Oh, look how cool that looks now. Isn't that amazing? It's like Murano glass, but in a bauble. Murano glass, if you've not seen it before, look it up, it is fab. Now, aquastone, if you heat dry it and speed dry it really quickly, you can make it crackle. I know, it's amazing. If you put intense heat to it, you can make it split. And I'll show you an example of it. I might have got one with me. But what it does is it creates like a tension layer over the top, and it encourages, you can see I've got a little bit over there just starting to crack, making it split. So you get those black veins coming through. Look how it's striking there. It's really splitting down that section. So what we do is we dry this off, and it means it won't go super glossy because then we'll do our enamel coat on top. So if you speed dry aquastone, you can take away some of the shine, okay? And that's not a bad thing if that's what you're going for, but just to let you know, if you ever thought, oh, why is my aquastone not too shiny? It might be that you've added too much heat to it, okay? There we are. So then what I'm going to do is I'm just now going to dispose of this sheet. You could use that again for another one. But I'm going to mop up my table, make it a little bit cleaner. There we are, like this. Nice and clean. Oh, that was a bauble cap. I wondered what that was then. There we go. Cleaned up, and then we want to go in with our aquastone because this is now dry. I know it dries so fast. We get some palette paper or a sheet or anything like that. And then we're going to add our aquastone, but we need to use our special brushes from Royal and Lanico for this. Aquastone goes straight onto the mat. There we go. And then we go in with our super silky soft brushes. Look at that brush, that is perfect for aquastone. And because it's a rounded brush, it's going to fit around the rounded bauble perfectly like this. So this is the sort of brush you want to use. So start going in, and you can see, as soon as you add that glaze to it, you get that wonderful finessed, opulent glazing over the top of your baubles. Right, okay, so let's take this all the way around. Continue to really, and any areas of mica powder that wasn't saturated by the aquastone before is hydrated by it now, and it gives you a wonderful depth of glaze inside there. Oh, it's gorgeous. There we are. So continue to do those brush strokes all the way around. As soon as you add that glaze, it's kind of like it's been dipped in glass. It's crazy. And these are glass ornaments as well, so if you're making and selling, you have still got that element of quality to carry on over to your customers. But look at that now. you've now got that wonderful glaze inside there, meaning that when you add your threads and ribbons, you've got baubles like this. Aren't they stunning? They're absolutely wonderful. Now something else I'm just gonna, look at that, aren't they so pretty? And if you saw those hanging on a tree together, all like that in a garden centre, how much would you pay for them? And you can make them. Those baubles, by the way, they're down to $17.99. $17.99 today, okay? Whilst that stock lasts. Hello, Amber.
You said the brush strokes disappear.
Yeah, they do. Naturally, over time, they start to disappear. It sits. Takes around 30 seconds to a minute for brush strokes to start to do it, and then you disappear. Then you just get a perfect glaze over the top. You have to apply a thick layer, though. If you're not applying a thick layer, your brush strokes might not go, okay? If it's thin, the brush strokes like to stay. Now, I'm just thinking, do I have a little cup with me or something I can mix in? Don't know if I do. Let's have a little look. I don't think I do have a cup with me. Let's see, a little plastic paper cup. Oh, I think I've left them in there. It doesn't matter if not. Let's see. Is that all right, Amber? A little paper cup. Oh, in fact, actually, there was one on the trolley, just in the resin trolleys in Academy. A little, just a coffee cup. Thank you. So Amber's going to grab me a coffee cup, bless her. Those baubles, they're $17.99. Shop bauble for those ones. See, sometimes I do forget to bring things in with me. Try and remember the kitchen sink and everything else, and it's a paper cup I end up forgetting. Bless her, Amber's fabulous. Hey, she's got one. Look at that. Right. Thank you very much. Thank you, Amber. Right, so what I'm going to show you now is how you can do a mica swirl in your bauble, okay? So, firstly, we're going to get some aquastone, put it inside a cup, like this. That's going to go straight in. Into there, like that. And then I'm just going to grab a metallic mica for this as an example to show you. We could use any colours though, and you can use your neons. Let me just grab, this one here is called brown, but it looks more like a copper to me. There we go. Just going to mix that in there. And then I'm going to take one of those stirring sticks again, just to mix that through. I'll show you what it's starting to look like in there. So I'm creating this like sort of coppery sort of colour. And then we're going to pour this inside the bauble. So I'm going to take the bauble and just pinch the cup so it creates a bit of a spout. Start to pour that into the bauble. It should just run through in just a second. And I want to get it directly down into the bottom of the bauble without it touching the side just yet. So you can see it's going just down in there. There we go, running through. I probably could have put a little bit more in, but that's okay. And then what we do is you can create patterns in here. So watch how we can do a swirl. So as that starts to twirl in here, you see that? I'm starting to really push that mica, and it's starting to swirl around the inside of the bauble. There we go. You get 8 glass baubles, you do. So you can see how I've got that swirl now on the inside of that glass bauble, like that. I'm just going to put a little bit more aquastone inside here, and we're going to do a bigger mix with it. Just a little bit more inside there. Don't need much for this at all. Let's just put a little bit more inside that bauble. I'm going to show you what it looks like when you mix the entire thing on the inside. I don't think I'm putting enough in. I think I need to top up my bottle again. There we go. That's better. Great stuff. Right, okay, now let's top this bauble up with our aquastone. Of course, holding it all back with the lolly stick. There we go. So give that a little bit of a top up. And then again, start to roll it round. I mean, you can do it the good old shake if you wanted to, and look at that. It coats all the inside then with your mica. That looks crazy. You get 8 glass baubles in this kit, everybody. It is only $17.99 for today. Look how I'm sort of chasing that down now. You can see where it's all running down on the inside in there, and it's coating all of the inside of it. This is going to look so good when it's done. I cannot wait for this. And to leave this to dry, you'd want to make sure the cap is removed. Don't let it dry with the cap. It won't dry with the cap on, obviously, because you're going to seal it. There we are. Just bringing that round, and all the mica is just going to stick to that glass. Look at this. How good does that look? So you've got your mica coated interiors of the baubles. They look fabulous. They're such a good idea. With your mica sprays, of course, you can do lots of other techniques with them, but those baubles are a brilliant shout. They are down to $17.99 today. Right, okay, those pigment sprays as well. If you do have cardstock, lots of different colours will work for this. I'm just going to get some black because it's always the best to share stuff with you at home. If you were to take some water, I'm going to take some out of here. Don't need much at all. A little bit will do just fine. And I'm going to take one of the powders out. So let's do this one here. It's right with us. Right. And then I'm just going to pop some of this inside there. Okay, I probably want to put a bit more water in as we work with it. And I'm just going to wipe the top of that bottle. There we go. Like this, just get rid of any excess powder. And then give it a good shake. Okay, a really good shake. Look at that ink that we're making. Look at that. That's crazy. The way that that's just coloured that bottle is bonkers. And then we can make our very own ink spray. Oh, I picked one of my dodgy nozzles. There we go, I've used glue in that one. Bear with me, everyone. Let me put the nozzle on. Knew I picked the wrong one up. And then I'm going to grab some cardstock. Here we go. Look at this. Look how you make your very own ink spray. Oh my gosh, look at the colour as it's coming out there. Just do that fine spray. It's kind of like using the airbrush gun, but you could do that through a stencil as well if you wanted to. I can't believe we only have about 3-4 minutes left of the show. What I am going to do, before I do anything else, if I do have time, I'll come back here. I just want to share with you the details of the items of what we've gone through, because I do have loads of ideas to share with you of what we were going to do on this, but I don't know how it's 8:51. Oh my goodness. And then I've got to share with you the next collection in the other studio, which I'm very much looking forward to. I prepped a demo with that yesterday and I can't wait to do it and build it. Right, everyone. We've been really busy today for lots of the items on today's show. I'm going to show you the Aquastone bundle that we have. This has been busy during the hour. We have it today for you as a bundle usually, and you can still buy this on its own for $39.99 for one of the parts. Okay, so you'd be paying just shy of £80 if you went for both of them. Not today though. We've got a deal for you where you can shop for both. So if you type shop bundle into the comments, that will get you the Aquastone matte and varnish today for just £49.99. That is a brilliant deal, okay? That means you're saving over £30 with your club discount, a fabulous saving on Cadence. We've seen some great offers at the moment, but it dries clear, it's like an enamel. It almost acts like a second layer of glass, Aquastone, and we get asked questions all about it all the time, and I love to be able to share those answers with you because it's a product I absolutely love talking about and love using. But Aquastone is a water-based medium. It's a varnish with no oils or solvents in there, so you can use it on a variety of surfaces. It's safe for kids to work with. It's safe for you to get on your hands. You don't need to wear gloves. Use a really soft brush though when you're working with this. If you use a coarse, harsh brush, you're going to get bristle marks in there, and you don't want bristle marks. You want it to be really nice and flat. Also use it in a thick layer. The thicker you use it, the deeper the actual opulence of that glass is, and also the brush strokes will evaporate. If you use a thin layer of this, the brush strokes will stay there because there's not enough actual medium to infill those lines and retract. Also, if you heat dry this with speed and a high heat, you can make it split and crackle. So you can make kind of your own crackle varnish as well, which is very exciting. But shop bundle is £49.99 today. I love that deal for you. I think that's a fabulous price. The brushes as well have been busy during the show. The Royal and Lanicle ones, we used those just a few moments ago to do some of our glazing. Shop brush is just £19.99 for these today. You've got 7 of your angled, and you also have 9 of your round tipped brushes too. Fabulous offer, an immense deal for you on that one. Please do not miss out on the deal prices that we've got. I don't know if the deals for as long as the stock is there. It's one of those things that I take advantage during the show. That's what we always say, and that's what we always suggest to do. I'm afraid though I do have to say goodbye though. It's been a wonderful show. I've enjoyed every minute of this morning. But don't go anywhere. We're coming up through just that wall in that studio. And we've got an hour with 2 red robins, and in that show we've got a collection for you called Rose Garden, which is there's a chair there, which is coming to you for £24.99. You've probably already been shopping for it this morning, no doubt, and I'll find that out as soon as I go through. We'll probably end up with hardly any of it left. But I'll be happy that you've all got a great deal. Don't go anywhere. Grab a cup of tea. I'll see you in about 3 or 4 minutes, and we'll be back live with you at 9 a.m. See you shortly. Bye.